Yeah, so going to look back at this tournament, which is a great tournament. The first Japanese victory in 10 years. 60 tournaments, there was no Japanese winners. 58 of the 60 winners were Mongolian in that time, one Estonian and one Bulgarian. And so there was a lot of talk. Kasino Sato was the favourite. People were looking for him to win the tournament, and it was actually won by Kotoshogiku, the Ozeki. And we've just seen his first match. I'll go on to some of the second matches now. So here we have his day 2 match against Ikioi, and Kotoshogiku is a great Ozeki at this time, long time Ozeki, and with a pretty good style, he would always get sort of 10, 11 wins. Get his left arm in there, and he would sort of bump them out with his stomach. There, Ikioi was putting too much back pressure, and he got out of the way. But it was a very unexpected victory. So here we have his day 3 match against Yoshikaze, of course, now retired Yoshikaze. This was 4 years ago now. Gets his inside grip, forces him out.
That was good touch there for Coach Sumo.
Very powerful. Comes in low, comes in hard on the touch eye, never jumps to the side. And easy victory in day 3. So here we have the day 4 matchup against Armanishiki, another retired Rikishi. And, this tournament, I just mentioned that a lot of the latest tournament winners, there we go, Armanishki's very smart, nearly forced him down. You see, Kotoshogiku, you don't want to go head on with him, he's so powerful. So you see Armanishki is so smart there, he's got no knees at this point. Tries to slide out of the way and push Kotoshogiku down, but Kotoshogiku too powerful, too good. So here's day 5 action. Ozeki against Tochinoshin. Tochinoshin would get to Ozeki himself. Kotoshogiku, no mistake. Tochinoshin very strong. Kotoshogiku with that classic, as this guy writes, bumpity bump style with a double inside grip. So here's his day 6 matchup with Shahozan, and what I was mentioning before is that this tournament is stacked. There was 3 Yokozunas in this tournament: Kakuru, Hakuho, and Haramafuji, and Kotoshogiku beat them all. He beat all the other Ozeki. There's at least 2 other Ozeki. Very powerful victory there. And so, a lot of the other winners of the tournaments in the last 4 years after Kotoshogiku sort of broke through, that all the Yokozunas were out of the tournament. The Ozekis were out of the tournament. And so when he won, he beat the best of the best. So his day 7 against the Bulgarian, Aoyama. 6-0 at this point. And he's going to try to get inside this guy. There he goes with his left arm in. And at this point, Aoyama push a thruster. It's pretty screwed, to use the technical term. And sort of very nonchalant throw there. So at this point, Kotoshogiku 7-0. Not unusual for him at this stage of his career. He's very dominant over the lower ranked guys. But here he goes against the Nozeki, another Ozeki, Kiseno Sato. And this is the point in the tournament where you expect Kotoshogiku is going to lose to the upper ranked guys. Both guys want to get left arm in. Kotoshogiku, they both have their preferred grip. And very powerful, and you see the determination there, 8-0 now. So he's not probably thinking that he's got the tournament. in his sights just yet, but that's a big victory for him. So here we have his day 9 matchup against the big Brazilian, Kaisei. Kaisei is the biggest, heaviest guy in the tournament. A very hard guy to push around, which is Kotoshogiku style. He's just so balanced. You see the little steps.
That was too easy.
So here we have now, he faces off against the first of the Yokozuna. And, you know, day 10, you expect Kotoshogiku to lose here. He'll lose again and again, and he'll be out of the tournament. So this is the first time facing someone above his rank. Let's see how he does in this match. Gets his left arm inside. Kakeru very good on the defense. Big victory. And you see now, probably from now on, every day you're going to see Kotoshogiku. He's getting ready. He's getting pumped.
I'm going to do it, damn it.
He's going to do it, damn it. And the day 11 matchup against Hakuho. Both are 10-0. Hakuho is the greatest wrestler of all time. And you can just see the determination of Kotoshogiku. And so you expect Hakuho to win here. Amazing. That drive that he had. And you see, he's starting to believe. And the Zabuton fly, when a lower ranked Rikishi beats the Yokozuna, the people will throw their couch cushions in the air.
All on the line, and he pulls it off.
So now you're really starting to think, okay, maybe he can do it. It's day 11. You know, it's still time for him to fall apart, and he normally probably would. So, but it's getting exciting. So here we have him at day 12, taking on the last of the 3 Yokozuna, the other Mongolian, Yokozuna Haramafuji, who at this point is 10-1. So Kotoshogiku is 11-0. So if Haramafuji wins here, then he's 11-1. Kotoshogiku is 11-1. Hakuho is 11-1. Probably one of the Yokozunas will win. And Haramafuji is excellent. And you expect him to be able to sort of jump out of the way of Kotoshogiku's charge. And we'll see what happens here. Meets him in the middle, push back. Excellent. And that bout here, Hakuho described Kotoshogiku's bout here as perfect sumo. And again, the couch cushions fly. So you see an interesting thing sort of happens in this tournament. Kotoshogiku's on such a roll, and the other guys, they sort of play his style of sumo. It's almost like they're saying, look, you're on a roll. We're going to give you the chance to win. They're not jumping out of the way, which is sort of the way to beat Kotoshogiku, because he comes in so low and so hard. And you see here that he's really starting to sort of believe. He's trying to calm himself down. But have a look here. So Haramafuji meets Kotoshogiku head on. Smaller guy. Kotoshogiku is able to get his grip. And, back at the edge so fast. And then bang. The shift is so quick. So, day 13. So he's just beat all 3 Yokozunas in back-to-back days, I believe. And he's coming up against Toyonoshima. Now, Toyonoshima has just actually retired over this coronavirus pandemic. Fantastic sort of wrestler. Sort of reminds me of Amanishiki. So smart and crafty. Could beat anyone, really. And, he had a lot of weight to him, and he was just a really great wrestler to watch, so technical. But you see here what I was talking about in the last video. He doesn't play into Kotoshoguku's game.
Ozeki on the
And
left, Kotoshogiku, Toyonoshima on your right.
yeah, see what happens. Gets out of the way. Kotoshogiku goes down. So you think, even at this point in the tournament, you're thinking, that's it, he's choked. He's going to choke. It happens so many times with these wrestlers that they're in contention day 11, 12, so and so, and then they just choke and they lose 3 days in a row, for example. So Toyonoshima with the victory there. Kotoshigiku's first loss. So day 14 here against Tochiozan. So he's trying to bounce back after his loss yesterday. Tochiozan, very sort of technical guy, will get both hands inside, which will sort of, nullify Kotoshiku's strong grip. So Tochiozan's excellent at getting the grip. At this point, Kotoshogiku has 1 loss. Hakuho also has 1 loss. So tournament is up in the air. Very exciting tournament. And you see a Mata there.
Not so fast,
Tochiozan going early. So you probably know, but the match starts when both wrestlers synchronize their fists on the ground. So all 4 fists are on the ground. That's when the match starts. I believe Kotoshogiku was 31 here, so sort of in his prime. They might have been older, actually. Easy victory. Tochiozan just got blasted out. So it comes down to this. Day 15, he has a 13-1 record. Hakuho has 2 losses. That's his father there in the stands. So if he wins this match, he wins the tournament. If he loses this match, he has to do a playoff with Hakuho. The people there loved that big stretch that he used to do. Well, he still does. Kotoshogiku is still in the tournament. He's not an Ozeki anymore. He's quite low ranked and sort of in the end of his career at the moment. But he has to beat here Guaido, who was an Ozeki himself at this point. I believe Guaido's just retired, maybe 2 tournaments ago. So a very tough match against an Ozeki to clinch the tournament victory. First Japanese tournament in 10 years, 60 tournaments. He gets it. Same sort of match as Haramafuji. Really sort of shocking victory. There is father there, very emotional. You know, the guys give their whole life to this sumo. They leave their family at 15, 16, go live in the Haya. They live in their, where they train. And, 16, 17, 18 years that he's been dedicated totally to sumo. And like I said, there's a lot of pressure to produce a Japanese champion. And, he did it. He did it against the toughest of the tough. There's 3 other Ozekis, 3 Yokozuna, and he beat them all. Only that one sort of blemish against the very crafty Toyonoshima. So what a great tournament. You know, we see all the matches. A lot of guys have now retired, and there's his father's just overcome. Not sure, that must be his family back at home that they just showed. But yeah, this was, all the tournaments are exciting.
All right.
Haven't watched one yet that wasn't exciting. But this one was definitely very special, and hope you guys enjoyed that content. Let me know if you want to see some of the other sort of anomaly champions. Guaido won a great tournament himself. Guaido is the wrestler here. So he had a really fantastic run in a tournament and won himself. And there's a couple of others like that. So let me know in the comments if you want to see another one, or yeah, I'll do another one if we're still in this coronavirus break in a couple of months.
All right.